Hi there, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida. And welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. There we go, that's a little bit better. I'm trying to adjust my lights here. Every Monday, I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. If you're watching the replay from my YouTube channel, thank you so much for joining me. And be sure to hit that subscribe button while you're there if you haven't already, and then click the bell so you never miss a new video. I have a new video every week. I have my Facebook replay is on YouTube every week at Tuesday at noon Eastern Time, and then I do Facebook Live if you're able to join me live on Facebook. So, and then I always include the blog post with the supplies and everything. So today's going to be a fun project. I'm actually going to share some retiring favorites of mine. I'm going to make a little project with that and kind of share what's going on with the Last Chance products. You'll see some things that are still available and some that are not because I didn't realize they had already gone. But that's the thing with Last Chance products. You got to get them while you can. Hi, Sue. Thanks for joining me tonight. So this will be a quick card. It's a really pretty card, really easy card, and it's got a big bang, a big wow factor that you're really going to like. That's really easy to mass produce even if you need to make a bunch of them. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. As you join, please say hello. Let me know what you're up to. Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? It was all rainy here in Florida on Saturday, so we were supposed to get together with my in-laws. We do a monthly card night, or game night rather, and we had planned on grilling, and since the weather was all nasty, we moved it to Sunday, and so last night we had game night, and it was a lot of fun. We always have a good time. So alright, so let me get my camera flipped over here and we will get started. We'll go through some promotions that are going on, and then we'll get to the project, which I really think you're going to enjoy. Get my lights going here. There we go. All right. So first things first, like I just mentioned, Last Chance products are going on right now. They're going on through the end of the current catalog, which is May 2nd. So you can get your retiring favorites on sale at up to 50% off, but it's only while supplies last. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if there's something you really want, be sure to order that. And also, a lot of the prices are going to be increasing on basics like cardstock and dimensionals and things like that. I did a blog post if you want to see the chart with everything with the current prices and the new prices. It's not too bad. It's on average about 50 cents increase per product, but there are some big ones like the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine is going up $5, so that's probably the biggest jump that I saw out of all of the price increase products, and those will start May 3rd with the launch of the new catalog. Hi Roberta, thanks for joining me. Okay, and then my other big announcement I have is all gifts starting April 1st, all gifts will get a free gift. Before, I used to only give one gift per person per month, but now I'm going to start giving everybody a free gift, and it doesn't have to be $50 or more. It's any amount that you place through me. But if your order is under $150, you got to use that host code to qualify, okay? So that's just something I really wanted to start doing to show my appreciation for all those orders that I get from you guys. I really do appreciate it, and that's my little way of spoiling you. So here's the host code for April. Be sure to use that if your order is under $150. And if the host code thing can be kind of confusing, so if you don't want to deal with it, just give me a call and you can place your order through the phone. Through me over the phone, and I'd be happy to do it, and that qualifies you as well because I can just put the host code in for you and place your order for you. So it's a really easy way to get it done if you don't want to deal with the host code. I know a lot of people don't like that, and that's totally fine, not a problem. And that is really all I have for today. Oh, the last thing, catalogs. I ordered them last week and I got an email today that they shipped, so I should have them within the week, and I'll have all my printouts and little goodies to go. So probably by the 15th, if you're expecting to get them shipped to you, you should receive a shipping email for catalogs, so be on the lookout for that, okay? All right, so now to the project we're going to do today. This card, I really want to do something with all of those in colors. Oh, Roberta, you didn't get your catalog yet. Oh, I've gotten 2 of them already because I'm doing on tour, and then I got my demonstrator catalog. So I'll have to look when the date is, but I know there's usually a certain date. If you don't get your catalog by, you contact Stampin' Up, but I'm sure it'll come soon. Hi, Sylvia. Yes, I'm having a great day, especially for a Monday. Thank you for asking. How about you? All right, so this card is using all the ink colors, which are retiring. I know some of the re-inkers for the colors are already gone, so those are not available anymore. But I think all the cardstock and the ink pads and everything are still available if you need to get those before they go away. So I actually took the grid paper that you see online, and I followed the pattern that they put on the in color grid paper. So that's how I decided to line this up. And I put these little strips on, and then I used the Wild Roses Cling stamp set, which is my favorite stamp set. I am so sad this is retiring, but I'll probably hold on to it for a while because I really like the background it makes. And it's so pretty. So this is on sale, actually. It's normally $17, but it's currently $13.60. So if you like this stamp set and you want to get it, you can go online at stampinup.com and place an order with me and use my host code and get this while it's on sale. You always order the re-inker when you order a new pad. Yep, that is a good idea, because re-inkers you can do lots of cool stuff with. So the Wild Roses set is where we got the background, and then the sentiment is actually from the Timeless Tropical stamp set, and I didn't realize when I made the card it's no longer available. So this is retiring and it's already gone. So hopefully you were able to grab it up, and I use this May Your Birthday Be Memorable sentiment from that set. And then the other thing we're using that's retiring here is the tailored tag punch. This is retiring and it's on sale. So it's normally $18. You can get it for $14.40 right now while it's on sale, okay? This is a good one to have. I love punches. I always want punches. I try to order as many of them as I can. So those are all the retiring items. And again, they'll be at stampcampwithjen.com. You'll see the full supply list and the sale prices there as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going to use Versamark to create this tone-on-tone look all at once instead of having to stamp each individual strip, and we're going to use our Stamparatus to do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real easy. So we'll get our little strips. So these strips, I just took 1 inch by 4 inch strips of cardstock and cut them from each of the in colors. And then this is the thick basic white cardstock. I love it for card bases because it's extra sturdy compared to the regular basic white. So I always score my card bases, just it makes a cleaner crease when you go to fold it. And I decided to do the top folding card this time. I really like those. I've been doing a lot of those lately. So using our card example, I'm actually going to use some seal and go ahead and adhere this. And then as you can see, there's just a little bit of a border and you want to try to space them evenly. So a lot of times what I will do is I'll actually work from the outside and work my way in, if that makes sense. So I'll do like the top one, the bottom one, and then the center. And that's just because I can't stand having something that's off. I like to try to space them as evenly as I can. So we're gonna make sure that our border is about the same width all the way around the bottom and the sides of the cinnamon cider. Okay. And then actually I'm going to try to eyeball the middle piece. Maybe we'll just lay these down and then pick them up. That's a little easier. Yeah, I think that's better. So you want them about there. And kind of space them out before you line them up. That way it's not too bad. There we go. So then we'll do the Misty Moonlight. Should be about the same width between each one of them. So like about, I don't know, 1/4 inch maybe. And that one looks like it's a little long. That's okay. Hi Jessica, thanks for joining me. Sorry I forgot to send out the noon reminder that I usually send out. I don't know where my brain was this weekend. I just completely forgot. I didn't realize it until I went to post something else today. I was like, oops. Sorry about that. See, and my spacing's a little off. That's all right. So if you ever put something down, especially with seal, that you can actually, with seal, you can fix your mistakes. It's not like glue where it's on there forever. What I usually use is I take this little spatula end of my take your pick tool and I'll just gently kind of lift that seal off of the card base. And you want to kind of keep your finger close to where you're lifting so that you don't curl the paper or rip it off of the card base. And I have good luck doing that as long as you kind of take your time. See, and it's still got all the seal on the back of it, and it's not curled too bad. You just kind of fidget with it a little bit, and I'm just gonna move that down just a smidge. But I've done that with tear and tape before and had good luck with that as well. So you can always fix your mistakes. With glue, I don't know if you'd be able to do that because it's pretty much with glue, once it's on there, it's on there. You're not really getting anything up. All right, so those are on pretty evenly. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. As close as you can get, that's fine. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our handy dandy Stamparatus. I always feel like Steve from Blue's Clues when I say handy dandy something. Cracks me up. Okay, so what I did, and actually I will redo this so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let me get my ink pad first. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I've mentioned before, anytime you use your Stamparatus, if you're stamping like a large image or really if you're stamping anything, you don't want to put your stamp or your paper right along these spines because they're lifted up a little bit. So when you do that, you're not going to get a solid image on the edges. So I always kind of move it down just a little bit, and I'm going to use this grid as a guide to keep everything kind of even where I want it. And then if you want to, you can take like a little bit of seal and kind of stick it down there so that your card doesn't move around. It kind of stays in place. And you just kind of press it down there. Now, we're going to take this gorgeous Wild Roses stamp set, and I'm just going to lay it right on top of my card, kind of using that grid as a guide to keep it straight, using those lines. And then I'm just going to take my plate here and press down, and that will help the stamp stick exactly where you want it onto your plate here, okay? Because it's that cling stamp set, it's gonna stick right on there. And I'm gonna use my stamp set to keep my plate level here. Now we're gonna use Versamark ink, and we're gonna ink, I'm gonna make sure you can see this whole thing here. We're gonna ink the whole pad really good. My Versamark pad is very, it's not as juicy as it used to be because I've used it quite a bit. So I'm going to kind of go all over with this pad quite a bit just to make sure that I've got good coverage on here. And then once I feel like I've got good coverage, we'll take our stamp, flip it over onto our card, and just rub all over the back there. Get good pressure to get that stamped image on there real good. I use my palm of my hand. Sometimes I stand up and really get that leverage behind my body. And then we'll lift it up. And there it is. and it's not super dark, so I might actually ink it up and do it again. So anytime you want your image to be a little bit darker, you can re-ink it. I would advise you to be very careful doing this, especially with dark colors, if you're doing color on like white or color on color, because the more you ink it up, the darker it's going to get. Now with Versamark, that's not a big deal because it's clear already, but if you do colored stamp pads, it's going to get really dark if you keep re-inking it, okay? So we'll just flip that back over again and press. Oh, no worries, Diana. Welcome to the party. We're just doing a project using some of my retiring favorites. We're using this beautiful Wild Roses stamp set. Ah, there we go. And then I had a little bit of adhesive, but that came right up. And look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And now, because we didn't use individual colors, we used Versamark, which is clear, you have, it looks like tone on the whole thing. And then we have a white background, but really it didn't press through the ridges or anything, so the background didn't even get smudged or anything with ink. So, and you wouldn't be able to see it. I do have a little bit on the edges, but you can hardly tell it's there. I only noticed it because it glimmered a little bit in the light. So, but isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so that's our Stamparatus. And now we're just gonna do a little bit we're gonna do our sentiment and a little bit of embellishment, and then we're done. So, like I said, I used the sentiment, May Your Birthday Be Memorable, and that's from the Timeless Tropical stamp set right here that's no longer available. So I'm sorry, I hope you got it before it went away. I didn't realize it was gone when I made this card, and this sentiment fits perfectly in this punch. So hopefully you can get it from somebody that wants to sell it. And I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm stamping in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then again, that tailored tag punch is the punch we're using that's on sale. And it's also retiring. So we're just going to slide that in. I always punch upside down so I can see and line up everything before I punch. I'll put that right there. And I'm going to use some dimensionals. Oops. Thank you so much, Sylvia. I'm glad you like this card. I love these ink colors. This one is my favorite, Magenta Madness. I love hot pink. I was so excited when they came out with Magenta Madness. I'm really hoping that they'll do a color refresh and bring it back permanently, because that is seriously my favorite color out of all the colors. I love it so much. It's so pretty. All right, and then I'm just going to line this edge up with the space in between the Just Jade and the Magenta Madness, and we're going to put that down. And then we're going to take some rhinestones and our Take Your Pick tool, and let's see, we got a little one here, and the middle size, the medium one right there, and the biggest one. And then, oh, excuse me. Do that one and a small rhinestone. And that's it. That was super easy, right? And like I said, anytime, like if you don't have a color for, like say you want to stamp Magenta Madness onto Magenta Madness, but you don't have the ink pad, not a problem. Just grab Versamark and you can stamp on it, and it looks like tone on tone. It actually looks a little bit lighter than if you were to do tone on tone stamping. So that is my simple card for today, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you go and grab any of these retiring favorites before they're gone. Like I said, they're only going to be available until May 2nd or while supplies last. Some of them, as you saw, are already gone. So If you need any of the supplies, please purchase them through me, Jennifer Roque, in my online store and use that host code and you'll get that free gift in the mail. I send it out within about 3 business days after you place your order. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you're enjoying the Last Chance Products sale. And like I said, if you're expecting a catalog from me, you should have it in your little hands within the next couple weeks. So check your email by the 15th at the latest. You should have an email with shipping information for your catalog, okay? All right, guys. Well, until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye.